Muting myself. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to get into it. As you can see, the music is already cruising us on there on the landing strip, getting ready to come down. Give you some inspiration from the one and only, our dear brother Chris Gallop. And we got another special guest on the line. Just tune out with us for a quick second. We'll be right with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fresh off work and I'm feeling all alone. Money in my pocket and I don't know where to go. My homie hit me up, told me to meet him at the store. I grabbed a Rocky, grabbed a Quavo. You can put them in a yeah, yeah. Black plastic bag. Yeah. Thank God for that. Black plastic bag. Yeah, I can drink all night. Oh boy, I'm looking. I'm tryna have a party with you and your sister. Newport Fred, pack a black and mild. We all on loud and we all getting wild. I put this on my child. On the bed where I'm coming from. Why he empty? Made me a little crazy. Born in the 80s, when pro in the 90s. Was a free agent until Leader Way signed me. Bottles on the table and also on the shelf. Pop them fuckers open till there ain't nothing left. Before you call Earl, you better call for help. Here is a black bag only if you need it. Oh, I can't believe it. Why you steady teasing? It must be a reason that you feel the type of way speechless. Preach this as the CEO of the gang conversation. Slurred words through slurred speeches. Andrew lay, that what the one would say. Fresh off work and I'm feeling a little low. Money in my pocket and I don't know where to go. My homie hit me up, told me to meet him at the store. I grabbed some Rocky, grabbed a Quavo. You can put them in a black chassis bag. Thank God for that. Black chassis bag. When you hear that sound, then the cops around. Word on the street, they looking for that James Brown sensation. Patient, they licking for that man, but the bottle we facing. Freemason, free shots stuck in my Reeboks. When you hear that sound, then the cops around. Word on the street, they looking for that James Brown sensation. Patient, but the bottle fresh off work and I'm feeling a little low. Money in my pocket and I don't know up, told me to meet him at the store. I grabbed some Rocky, got the Quavo, though. You can put them in me. Like tasty bags. Thank God for that. Like tasty bags.
My time. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Chris, Gallop.
Boy. This ain't that same old shuck and jive, slay rendition, gold mine, enterprise mine. All you got to do is pay attention. This food for thought, Kool-Aid, the shift dimension, egoist into submission. Used to sit back, listen to my favorite rapper spitting into every chapter, trying to tap in frequencies that he had mastered. Of course, you know I feel like the bearer of bad news, don't wanna be it, but it's greedy, so what have you? Question, how many blessings will you miss before you learn your lessons? Lessen your suffering, is it still they got we trusting in? Tales from the crypt, a forgotten soul trapped in the abyss. Rock wildin' on the avenue, dog locked inside the kennel, serving softer than that fentanyl. Systemic cynical criminals, profit with a vivid view, trying to find balance like oxtails and some lentils. Fuck a sale, rather burn in hell, ain't no snitching, taking RYTs, fitted capture bros with Reeds, 106 AJ and free, Kid Capri, the basement where I learned to be authentic me. Oh, yeah. Authentically me. Even the sun goes down, heroes eventually die. Horoscopes often lie, and sometimes why? Nothing is for certain, nothing lasts forever until they close the curtain. Dreams never fade. Reject like off the fleck, go crazy till I get respect. Or a platform where I can snap on, put caps on to wax on Sierra, cast terror and laugh long, exuding fright and light is still. Red or blue pill, Molly Percocet, do what you feel, just keep it real, remember still, don't forget to pray. Oh yeah. My mind shift transcends, threaten him who pretend to be friends. Actions far from genuine. I comprehend his fear within, and in the end, sin all depends on what you've been indoctrinated. Faith it till you make it. That's the hardest thing since Andre Ben. Alien can blend right on in with your kin. Look again, so I spot them frequently more now than then. We not the same. King in my veins, supreme, melanated, humane. Even the sun goes down, heroes eventually die. Horoscopes often lie, and sometimes why? Nothing is for certain, nothing lasts forever until they close the curtain. Gallop. Flip long, smoke strong, hits like spirit bomb. Got that funk, got that funk, got that shit, got that piff. Back on the mic, bitch, this that is. Feel a type of way, better mind your biz. Got that funk, better mind your biz. Got that funk. Fuck up these niggas portraying savage. Y'all shit weak, ho, tunes ain't slapping. Bust down, bitch, yo, coochie average. RP Chad, blow with bracken. Miss your passion, I'ma keep on spazzing. Took them L's in, learn my lessons. When I fail, still count my blessings. Fuck a critic, and they limits. Ain't no gimmick, this authentic. Independent and indignant. Niggas clout chase, glazing mimic. Shiny pendants with no premise. Be myself, the winning difference. Hence the distance and resentment. My success gon' bring they penance. Fuck forgiveness, Chris stand on business. Clip long, smoke strong, hits like spirit bomb. Got that funk, got that funk, got that shit, got that piff. Back on the mic, bitch, this that is. Feel a type of way, better mind your biz. Got that funk.
Hey, chime in right now. How you like this joint? Let me know if you got that funk. Let me know where you're from. I want you to talk to the peoples. Let them know we got that funk down here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. We about to get it in. About to get it in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 30 with our dear brother, Christ Gallop. Dreams never fade. That is the motto that we live by, the slogan that we go by. You already know what it is. I'm about to bring my brother to the stage. Um, a very enlightened artist, a very seasoned artist. I've had the opportunity to watch this craft develop over a time period. And when I tell you this new joint is bonkers, like I'm so proud of him though, in the same sense, because you could tell that he elevated his craft. He took his time out to put time in. So I saw the Marlin. She the one gave me that already. But definitely, sometimes that's what you gotta do. You gotta take time out, put time in. But while we're putting time in, let's bring my brother to the stage.
Peace, peace,
Yes,
peace.
sir. Along with Mr. Eric, you're probably gonna have to unmute yourself. There you go. Um, both of these individuals have conglomerated together to work on this project. And this project is super phenomenal. I had the opportunity to preview it prior to, you know, time it drops. But hey, that's the specialty that we get, you know what I'm saying, when you're in certain positions. And I love it. So Christ, man, talk to the people, man. Let them know how we came out about this project. Introduce yourself and talk to the people, Brody.
Peace. Um, my name is Christopher Gallop, aka Christ Gallop. I am the CEO and founder of Dreams Never Fade, and I've been doing music collectively for 2 decades now. Um, this is my first major release, though, with Eric Iverson. So it's a big milestone and important um, achievement in my career thus far. Um, I don't know what else to say. As far as the how the product is and the EP, I took about maybe 2 years off from actually recording and rapping, just to get myself together and to filter certain emotions correctly. I felt like and give the best of me on this project, and I feel like that's what we did.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I'm bringing our dear brother, representing all the way from Cali. Am I correct?
You?
Yes,
California in
sir.
the house.
Yep.
Mr. Eric Iverson. What's going on, man?
Hey, thanks for having me. Eric Iverson. Before I say anything else, reading the chat here and I see the homie NorCal Al's in the chat. And
Hey.
the funk song I just played, he's actually the producer on that. So
Okay.
um thanks for tuning in, Al. Um but I've been making music on and off really since about 2000, and took some time off to focus on a career in finance. And then thanks to COVID, I know that sounds bad, but thanks to COVID,
Nah, COVID actually
I
did
kind
some
of fell
things for
back
some
into
people,
it.
man. COVID did some things for some people. It helped them to center themselves.
You know, if it wasn't for COVID, I probably would have never picked music back up.
Mm,
Because I had a studio, actually a couple studios. Al's in the chat. He's been to at least one of my other studios, and we used to have some crazy nights. But yeah, if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't be here, and I would have never had the opportunity to work with Gallop on this project.
absolute. So let's bring all of you guys onto stage. And I want Chris to talk about the journey thereof. Let me yeah, I want you to talk about the journey, bro. I want you to talk about how this project came up, the name of the project, what you went through, whatever it is that you want to spill tonight.
Okay.
Please spill it all on the table. Let people know. Um, though you go through some things,
Yes, sir.
Hey, absolute. Let's get it.
All right. So, got to be as transparent as possible because that's just what I am,
Absolute.
and very genuine and authentic. So, I would say, so this particular EP was recorded in New Mexico, uh, in a hotel room, you know, and prior to actually recording the music, I had been through a divorce, so and outside of spending 3 years in a different state where my family is in, so mentally and emotionally, I was not in the best of places to create music. Um, but before that, I worked with Eric in California. Eric and me briefly spoke about working together, but it just never worked out. So I ended up getting a call from him one day and saying that he was coming to New Mexico. And I was like, all right, cool, bro. Like, you gonna be where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, then we gotta make this happen. We gotta do something. Make a long story short, again, very emotionally in a bad way, mentally in a bad way. And he really was the anchor and the glue for this. Um, a lot of the a lot of the music, it would not be you wouldn't be able to hear it if this man really didn't, beckon me and encourage me and support me to rap. It's not that I gave up. I just couldn't I felt like I couldn't give myself to the music at that point. I wanted to really just fall back and reflect and do some real healing and soul searching, for myself, uh, to be a better person, better man, and again, like I said, he just kept on with the, bro, you gotta record, and you know what I mean, just coming out of his pocket to do certain things, and I ended up getting in there, and once I got in there, yeah, that was it. Like, I think we did like the first few songs, it was us, meshing together, trial and error. But after that, it was like we had been recording for years. It was that easy. Like, I mean, we knocked out over 20 plus songs in that span. And honestly, it wasn't that long of a span just because I hadn't recorded for majority of the time, but when we did really sink in and tap in with each other, it was amazing, man. And I have to say, you know, I have to give him his flowers. Like, he is not just the engineer. Like, this man is like my partner. This is my right hand. Like, you know, um, through the thought process, the creative process, like trying different things, you know, getting my harmonies on point, like just anything you hear on this. And I could say, yes, I'm the writer. I do have my own creativity, but he is the glue, man. And I again forever thankful. And I will say, Al, you crazy. What up, Al? Thank you, brother. And just a collective of people went into this project, and I really have to be thankful for all of them. So I gotta say something about them, and I'll continue with more of the EP. But Matthew Wise, Harold, for the mastering, I appreciate you. Atlantis Beats, Harvey Loudpipe, Tane, D Nice. Um, thank you all. You know what I mean, and so as far as like the actual name of the EP, that kind of was given from my brother D Nice. Like, we had a song, well, really he had a song, and him and Tane, I was given the track and told, go do what you do on it. So, I went crazy on it. I feel as if, and we do have a remix to that, which will be out. But from that point, I just sat with it, and I think it was so good in the reactions that I was receiving from people that I felt like I wanted to not just be humble about my position, my artistry, and my art. I wanted to claim my position, my rightful position within the industry, in the universe. You know what I mean? Like I really just wanted to solidify what I was doing, you know, and through the process of you know, what I went through in my life, I feel as if, you know, that was what it was about, being crowned, like, you know, being transformed, not just in my art, but as a man as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. And, you know, it just kind of stuck and people just was like, yeah, that's cool, you know? So we just ran with that. But that's really how most of this came out, you know, and like I say again, the encouragement and the constant support from people like yourself, Kevin, you know what I mean, and others, you know, that's why we got goaded right now. If I could say it like that, right?
Yeah, y'all can. Okay, there I am. Um, I greatly appreciate the accolades. All praises to the Most High.
You already know.
I don't know what it was on that day, but we'll get into that. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we'll get into that. Uh, Mr. Eric,
Yes,
you've been
sir.
a part of this project as well.
Yep.
So I would love to hear your spiel on what it was like to record with him. I know that you guys worked together in the past,
Hmm.
but what is this nuance? What is this newness that he's brought to the table that made you continue to just keep,
Yeah.
pounding at it?
I mean, you mean, I guess you're asking me hounding him to come record some
Right.
music because I
All
knew
of
he.
that. All of that. All of that. All of that. All of the above, my brother.
um. Well, no. So like he mentioned earlier, we had worked together in California.
Hmm.
Outside of music, we both do disaster relief work, and so we worked on a project in California, and I knew he made music. I don't think he knew that I made music at the time,
Right.
because at the time I just had my home studio set up, and so I was like, "Yo, come through." I don't know if he didn't believe me or, but it just never happened, and so he was out here in New Mexico, and then I got the call to come out here. I had reached out to him, and I followed him on social media, and I was like, "Wait, you're in New Mexico?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, I'll be out there in a couple weeks." And I was like, "We have to make some music this time." And so because of that, I brought pretty much a whole recording rig with me. So I have pretty much the brain of an entire studio with me here in my hotel room.
Nice.
um, and so once I got here, getting acclimated and stuff like that, I I was like, "Yo, we got to make music. We got to make music. We got to make music." Because I think I got here in like July, and we
Mhm.
didn't start making music until maybe like the end of September, early
Yeah.
October.
Yeah.
That was when we did that Wanderlust song. I think that was the
Yes,
first
sir.
song. That wasn't the first song we recorded, but that was the first song that we actually like pressed up and released. Um, and so the first couple songs, was us just kind of getting acclimated with each other, and then um which was maybe like two or three songs, and then after that it was like, okay, like I understand what you're trying to do, you understand how I work. And then ever since then we recorded, mm, I'm gonna say we recorded at least 30 songs, if not more, actually.
That's phenomenal, bro. I mean, when it's hard to find connects that you actually connect with outside of the music sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, part of
Um,
it part of it what I think,
Go
what
ahead.
I'll speak for myself, but what I think helped with the chemistry is, we're both away from family. He's away from his family. I'm away from mine. My fiance is back home, and it's just, we sort of formed, not to sound like cliche or anything, but I guess we almost formed like a brotherhood almost,
Hmm.
because we both can relate what we're going through. And so it's like, all right, well, we don't have our family, but we have each other, and we
Yeah.
have music, which we both love. And so I think that kind of helped a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is not the Brotherhood family?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the
Yeah.
Brotherhood is family.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But Eric, talk to the people and let them know how you got started with music.
Oh man. How much time do we have on this thing?
Bro, we have time. Give us the
Um,
journey. Give us the
so
journey.
I started really as like it started as a class project in like high school, maybe like freshman year.
Hmm.
And we had to it was like an English class project and we had to write like poems and stuff. And I always had a thing for writing. And so we wrote a poem and I sort of knew how to write song structures. And so subconsciously, I wrote my poem in the form of a song structure.
Hmm.
And we had to get up in front of class and like recite it and whatnot. And um, basically, the teacher pointed out like, "Hey, that's like a song. Have you thought about like writing songs?" And I was like, No, I didn't realize that's what I just did." Um, and so we basically took it a step further. I had a friend who was a few years older than me, had a studio, and so we went over there and recorded it and whatnot. And it just kind of evolved from there. I was like, I kind of like this, and so got into songwriting. Eventually, I got into production, so I started making beats and whatnot. um and then from there, um learned engineering, ended up opening a studio up in the Bay Area. And we had that studio for probably 4 years, and actually maybe longer. But I I ended up stepping away. Got a job in finance, and so I did that for like 13 years. Through that was like 2007 through like basically when COVID started. And I dabbled with it here and there during that time, but I didn't take it serious. And then when the shutdown happened, I had nothing else to do, and so I set up my home studio and started getting serious with it and met a bunch of cool connections. Will's met him. We had dinner with him a couple times. A gentleman named Matthew Weiss. Matt is Akon's engineer, and so I got to sit in on a bunch of cool sessions with him, mixing a couple records for Akon. We mixed. There was a record for Travis Scott. A bunch of people, and then I've personally worked with Burner. A lot of
Hmm.
people are familiar with like the Cookies brand, like the Cookies weed
Right.
brand.
Right.
So I have a record with Burner. Um, there's a record with Rotimi, and then some of my favorite stuff that I worked on though is with Gallop, and then my boy Jay Tui, um, back home. And then of course I don't know if he's still in the comments, but the homie NorCal Al, dope producer. If anybody on here needs music, that's who you talk to for beats. But that's
Absolutely.
and then coming out here, and my our day job has me in New Mexico, and we kind of just
Hmm.
make do with what we have.
Mhm.
And that's what kind of led up to us putting this EP together that we just put out.
Okay. Well, Christ, if you're ready to get into the EP, we definitely can.
Oh
This is a
yeah.
no. Oh yeah, you gotta extend the all. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
man.
You
Gallop.
gotta add some delays
You
to it.
know.
Gallop, 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 gallop.
Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into it. We actually getting ready to dive into this project that was created by our dear brother Christopher Gallop, along with Mr. Eric Iverson. Like I said, give us the feedback. We got a few people watching. We definitely want the feedback on what it is that you take from it and how do you feel about it.
Telling me out when the
Here
storms
we
came.
go.
But the storm wasn't sent to break me. It was sent to reveal me. Every scar became scripture. Every trial became testimony. I walked through the fire with faith in my chest. And when the smoke cleared, I realized something. I was never just surviving. I was being crafted.
Time to show these niggas what the real do. Out of pocket, niggas stop it, I'll kill you. You just talking on the mic, they never feel you. Goofy. Time to show these niggas they can spill too. I'ma show these niggas what the real do. I'm goated. Nigga feel like Kendrick got a Compton debated. Bitch, it ain't a soul who can stop it, a chemist. I was putting spill in a mosh pit, I'm jaded. I know he a kill if we stop it, I'm goated. Nigga feel like Kendrick got a Compton debated. Bitch, it ain't a soul who can stop it, a chemist. I was putting spill in a mosh pit, I'm jaded. I know he a kill if we stop it,
Niggas couldn't feel me with Goro arms, writing songs with a Thanos palm. Niggas songs all ass like a stripper thong. Ain't nice, you tried to warn, but I'm Jason Bourne. Catching hats, lids, got bodies like Jid. Is we tripping for show or all that woofing for show? I ain't stressing about the credit, niggas whole type pathetic. G-O-A-T-E-D, C-G, coolin', AC, fuck you, pay me, stick off, safety, having my way lately, send them hunters where you late, out of pocket, niggas stop it, I'll kill you. Living what I say from the A to the Bay, I'm dope, uncut gay. Bullets hit his legs, fell and cracked his head, now he scrambled eggs. Chip Frito-Lay, hop two on your grave, another soul that can't be saved.
I'm goated. Nigga feel like Kendrick got a Compton debated. Bitch, it ain't a soul who can stop it, a chemist. I was putting spill in a mosh pit, I'm jaded. I know he a kill if we stop it, I'm goated. Nigga feel like Kendrick got a Compton debated. Bitch, it ain't a soul who can stop it, a chemist. I was putting spill in a mosh pit, I'm jaded. I know he a kill if we stop it,
I come in peace, but you could catch the fade. Got it off the muscle, always hated for my hustle. Never love another motherfucker. Married to the streets, bitch, the app is what I'm trusting. Why the fuck would I care what a lame nigga do? Love being me, you don't even like you. Mistakes a few can fit my shoe. Not concerned with who is who. Oblivious to all fake news. Manifested all these views was left to prove. Watch my stories, what's the move? They pray I lose, they so confused. But how I choose to battle through Messiah for hire. Not to sit tired from liars. My product strictly for lighters. Rebels who crumble in priors. Only loyalty to these royalties. You niggas born me. Be who you born to be. As far as me, I'm fucking gnarly. She gon' kiss you on the lips after my dick deep throated. Bitch.
I'm goated. Nigga feel like Kendrick got a Compton debated. Bitch, it ain't a soul who can stop it, a chemist. I was putting spill in a mosh pit, I'm jaded. I know he a kill if we stop it, I'm goated. Nigga feel like Kendrick got a Compton debated. Bitch, it ain't a soul who can stop it, a chemist. I was putting spill in a mosh pit, I'm jaded. I know he a kill if we stop it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. There's something else about that shit too. It give me the whole like demographic. Like, yo, you're not even targeting American motherfuckers no more. I feel like you spitting shit for motherfuckers in Greenland and the Netherlands and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a different fan base. It almost feel like that shit ain't a bad thing because that's where the real money is. We know how the industry is, the Jews and shit blocking shit here in America. Like how the music industry been going lately, especially since the Drake and Kendrick shit shook off. You know what I mean? Music really been pretty much low-key standstill. They monopolizing on the money and shit. So, like, I ain't gonna front, though. I don't know what your plan is, but, you know what I mean? Explore those avenues, too, though, bro. You know what I mean? But, yeah, we definitely gotta lock in. Good vibes. That's all it's about, son. Fuck all the bullshit. You know what I mean? We on it. But, you know, we go any level we want to go with that shit, baby. I'm with all of the shits, you know what I mean? But, nah, you know, shit, just let me know whenever you ready, you know, when we top it up, man. It's all love, man.
Born an addict with bad habits. Traumatic. Depressed, manic, in a panic. Traumatic. See dead people when I sleep. Traumatic. Every day feeling complete. Traumatic. Born an addict with bad habits. Traumatic. Depressed, manic, in a panic. Traumatic. See dead people when I sleep. Traumatic. All my goals still out of reach. Traumatic. Paranoia, how I know you. Everybody got a motive. Not all motive should have motion. Only thing I ever had of my dad's was a picture and some folklore. Why God? What Lord? Why me? What more? A painful servant, well deserving, still unsure. What don't kill you make you stronger. What don't kill you make you somber. Meanwhile, stepchild, reptile with reptiles, fresh out the penile, bipolar, Newports, smoke Yola. Target for the friction, active so I'm tripping. Revolver tuck, don't need luck. It's my time, give no fucks. Afraid to run the fade, call a spade a fucking spade. All the hatred that they gave will aid in my parade. Solidified and self-made, why they all lack faith? Now the Lord stun on niggas, I ain't showing no grace. Why God? What Lord? Why me? What for? Born an addict with bad habits. Depressed, manic, in a panic. See dead people when I sleep. All my goals still out of reach. Born an addict with bad habits. Depressed, manic, in a panic. See dead people when I sleep. All my goals still out of reach. Gallop. Heart and soul invested, passion resurrected, battle tested, wounds and scars, illustrious golden bars. Gotta keep it confidential. Informants rapping too, like that Fuji nigga Prod. Shallow grave or in a jail. I guess only time will tell. Got them Paxton in the mail. Took them charges, never tell. Man, a wifey pulls the bail. Same tracks my brothers fail. Same tracks I would derail. Father, I'm in hell. Where the monster feeling dwell. Where they falter, I excel. All the pressure and the stressing that come with this progression. Gotta move with God discretion. Niggas hate for a profession. From the dreams I'm manifesting. Only I was my reflection.
Hey, what's going on, Gallop? This Kevin Mullis calling in, chiming in with you. Look, bro, I don't care what it is that you're doing, but don't stop that music, bro. Do not stop that music. You got to influence to the parishioners who are listening to what it is that you got to say. Do not quit, bro. Keep your head high, your knees low. You'll never fall short out here, bro. I love you, man. Keep it going. Keep it going.
What I saying?
Real quick, let's unmute. Everybody unmute. And that was on purpose, of course. Had to. Because we're getting ready to dive off into another series of the album. I love the
Sure.
placement of how you put this together. Was that your
Okay.
idea? That's that
That's
guy right there?
yeah,
Where you at?
yeah,
That way? That's him right there.
yeah, yeah,
You
Yeah.
gotta, hey, both of us, we gotta
you
point to
know.
him. So Eric, talk about it, man. What was it that you took from it in order for you to make the adjustments that you did in order to mix this joint?
Honestly, I feel like there was a flow almost to the project.
Okay.
Um, and originally it was just going to be a standard EP, just a couple tracks. And once I, eh, w- once he sent me the voicemails and stuff, and he's like, "Hey, I want to use these." At the time, I was like, "I don't really know what I'm gonna do with these." Um, and so once I got into like the mastering stage, I started putting them together, and I was like, "Wait a minute, this kind of ties into the story where the the voicemails kind of tied into the message of the songs." And I was like, "These kind of make sense." And so I just started messing with placement, and I kind of like how it flowed, and I felt like it added to the story.
Okay. Okay. Chris, what it felt like creating it? What was the unction? Give us that unction of how it felt to create it.
So it was so many mixed emotions, to be honest. And I think
Hmm.
that's why there is uh different emotions exhibited within the project.
Right?
You know what I mean, and understanding that I was also going through uh what most people would call it a midlife crisis, but I viewed it as a transformation period, an area of my life,
Okay.
um, and I took advantage of that to reflect and
Mhm.
to heal and to look within, and that's what came out. That's what I can say. That's what came out. So You know, and he can correct me if I'm lying. There was nights recording that I cried. Like, I'm gonna be fully transparent and honest. You know what I mean? Like, after I recorded something, I would cry. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, or when he would send something over to me, you know, it would be tears. You know, sadness but joy as well, you know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
just to see or just to manifest it from here to a piece of paper, and then to actually get it back, and it finally in my career of art and rap sound
Okay.
exactly has sounded here, you know. I think that was the powerful encouragement that kept me locked in, and you know, writing and able to be transparent, because he makes it comfortable. You know, again, it's a brotherhood. It's not just somebody recording me and I'm paying a bunch of money to, and I'm just another rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he
Another,
cares
right,
about my
right.
art as much as I do. You know what I mean? And I've never had that. So it was, and also too, he allowed those emotions to be exhibited. And you know,
Hmm.
I can as far as, you know, artistry and music is concerned, more of my, I feel like more of the art that I create is more abstract. It's not just like a regular surface level of a song. It's layered. And you know, with
Right,
him,
right.
I had the ability to actually search those layers and be able to cultivate them and put them out correctly. Whereas other people, you know, when I would get product back, I would be like, man, it don't sound like this. That's not how I wanted it. You know, it been times where, and again, he can correct me if I'm wrong. Like, that man made me re spit bars. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, nah, we're not going any further. Matter of fact, if we don't get it right, bro, we just gonna come back to this song. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
and, and nothing disrespectful about it. It was like he
Right.
knew how it was supposed to sound and how I wanted it to sound. You know what I'm saying?
He was pulling what needed to be out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He
yeah.
was pulling those things that was inside of you out so that it give the best production. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? For
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yeah.
And for two, he knew that this is what it sounds like. So I'm only outside looking in. I wasn't in
Yeah.
the studio, but it sounds like he was pulling out more than what you may have been accustomed to.
Yeah, yes. Of course. You know, because like I say again, you know, I mean, I've been to, I would say, multi-million dollar studios before. Like, it ain't a flex. It's just been on my journey. Like, it's happened. I've been at NBA Youngboy and Currency studio before. I've been to Burner Studio in California. Like, I've been places. I've set, you know, and done certain things. So it's a different type of energy. And we
Hmm.
discussed that a lot, many of nights, where it's just like, you know, if we our focal point was a vibe.
Right.
That's it, you know, not just the song, not just the lyrics, but what is the overall vibe here? You know what I'm saying? Not
Hmm.
just for the song, but even that we have. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Because
Right.
because if our vibe is awful, it's not, you know, in sync with what we putting out, then that's gonna, you know, it ain't gonna sound right. You know,
Absolute.
so,
Absolute, bro.
and yeah, that
So
was that. Yeah.
so let's dive deeper into this brotherhood on the I split it up just a little bit, but this is the second half of the EP. You guys getting ready to chime into. Take a
What I
listen.
say? I say I'm grinding like a day shift, hopping out my spaceship on a mission with a pistol and some niggas who won't say shit. Say I'm grinding like a day shift, floating in my spaceship, broken my whole life, shit on my shoulders, trying to shake it while I'm grinding like a day shift, hopping out my spaceship on a mission with a pistol and some niggas who won't say shit, grinding like a day shift, floating in my spaceship, broken my whole life, shit on my shoulders, trying to shake it. I never had them carrots, only seen bugs with them. Tame be insect bearing, you always see slugs with them. Fly as hell, serving clientele. Fell down and prevail like a snail. Moving slow as hell, still hit it to the kill. Gotta eat while my grinder lead. Who they tryna be? Finally, we get checks a week. Now all my niggas feast, they tuck and tail. I do this very well. Push it in the cell. Never tell if we in a cell. Like that till I'm pale. Shit ain't braille. You ain't blind. You can read between the lines. Chiropractic for my brothers. Cause I got my niggas spine. Lynn Quay. Kick shit day to day. Bad bitch on my line. On my grind. She do what I say, then that bitch soul is mine. I say I'm grinding like a day shift. Hopping out my spaceship on a mission with a pistol and some niggas who won't say shit. Say I'm grinding like a day shift. Floating in my spaceship. Broken my whole life, shit on my shoulders, trying to shake it while I'm grinding like a day shift. Hopping out my spaceship on a mission with a pistol and some niggas who won't say shit. Grinding like a day shift. Floating in my spaceship. Broken my whole life, shit on my shoulders, trying to shake it. Grew up with a death wish, taught to neglect it. Breaks to accept it, to sit and regret it. Arrested, and that was expected. But fuck again, cause I'm invested. Show your true colors when loyalty tested. Broken hope and stress and coping. This burden he hold heavy like the rain that broke the levees. Putting tape around my glasses. Won't no COVID, but we cashless. I'm just mama, little bastard. Crack consume my father figure. His hustle lacking vigor. Just another ignorant nigga. Niggas pussy like freak Nick. You hating, I peep it. Gallop kept secret like an X-File. Demented like X-Growl. That lonely, depressed that shit that made it out that cesspit. Now I'm floating in my spaceship. Baddie in her waist stick. Stick cocking this adjacent. Them hollows give a facelift. Been grinding like a day shift. Them other niggas ain't shit. Fugazi and they basic.
Perfect. Yes, sir.
Gallop.
Hey there, Deacon Greg. Brother Greg, how you doing that, boy? Goddamn, boy, I tell you what, how the hell down here in South Carolina, boy, goddamn. Just want to reach in back with you, let you know that the church is having renovations this weekend and that, we're a little short on funds to finish renovating the front pews. And we're seeing if you want to donate to the church cause. I know you're on the board, and you haven't been to church in a while, but we can really use the help, Deacon Greg, and of course the Lord gonna bless you. Hey, bro, second on you think, dog? I'll ask later, man.
Why don't you believe me? She too used to me lying. Turn the numb over time. Shouted, call me a dog. All I heard was a guy. Boner deep in the jaws. Eat the meat like she jaws. Oh, yeah. Lows and high between your thighs. Tasteful lie with so much pride. Deep inside you crave the vibe. Deep inside you crave the vibe. Lows and highs between your thighs. Tasteful lies with so much pride. Deep inside you crave the vibe. Deep inside you crave the vibe. Tap into the source, I don't force, I'm the force. Intercourse, of course, cause she yelling horse. Cocaine and some selfies for her pain. Rolling potent paper planes. Chronic hit like heroin. Scream my name in vain. Make it rain from this dope dick that I slay. Then I bounce like Spalding brain. My zim, my trim, bitch, I am him. No, not them, these niggas ain't divine within. They pretend, simpletons, no gentlemen. She's a 10, like the perks, I'm popping friend. That's a win, perfect sin. Make her wet just off my grin. Shots of gin as I pass the joint to twin. That's a win, perfect sin. Make her wet just off my grin. Shots of gin as I pass the joint to twin. Why don't you believe me? She too used to me lying. Turn the numb over time. Shouted, call me a dog. All I heard was a guy. Boner deep in the jaws. Eat the meat like she jaws. Oh yeah. Lows and high between your thighs. Tasteful lie with so much pride. Deep inside you crave the vibe. Deep inside you crave the vibe. Lows and highs between your thighs. Tasteful lies with so much pride. Deep inside you crave the vibe. Deep inside you crave the vibe. Okay.
Teenage are calling me to talk to you. again, like I said, I don't know what it is you want me to say or do. I just really, truly do not want to hurt you. And I don't know how to keep saying that and saying that and saying that. But again, I do love you very, very much. And like I said, I will always love you. But what you're asking me for, I cannot do. But you can call me if you want to talk to me. If you don't want to talk to me, I understand.
Goated is more than music. It's a journey of transformation, from pain to purpose, from darkness to divine alignment. This project reflects the reality of becoming. Every track represents a phase, every sound a step forward. This is not about proving greatness to the world. It's about remembering it within. Gallop, gallop,
Ooh-wee.
That's him.
Gallop, 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 gallop. Yes, sir. What's happening?
Man, grateful. Yeah,
Gratitude.
yeah,
Gratitude, my dude. Yes, sir.
yeah.
Left us speechless a little bit. We're just gonna let it marinate, huh?
Hey,
It,
you
nah,
know,
I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. It's a good body at work.
yeah, for sure. And
Absolutely.
to 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 I guess explain or clarify why this is different. Um, we didn't touch on it. I just wanna say that. So goaded the EP, which is something that you know me and Iverson talked about
Mhm.
prior to me even leaving New Mexico. And it was just an idea that basically he had throw out. You know what I'm saying? Like with videos as well. You know what I'm saying? It was just like no one's ever done like a continuous song or a continuous video that goes flows into one after another. There's not just songs but cohesive songs that make sense, almost like an audio book.
Right,
And
right.
he even explained that to me. That's how vinyls are. You know what I mean? Like you have to rewind or go press and go forward, but you can't just skip songs. And I think that that's what we're doing. Especially that will be the consistent format for EPs for us. We will release EPs that you will not have the ability to skip, and it forces the listener to really
Listen.
listen. you know and in a world where everything is fast paced and give me now and instant gratification, you're gonna have to sit down and chill out and relax. And I think that that's
Hmm.
also important as well. That's how you reflect. That's how you go within. That's how you you manifest. Actually, what I mean. You got to take time. So yeah, we talked about it. We coined it the no skip format. So what I mean, like when you hear it, because I haven't heard no one else do it. When you hear it, if it come out somebody else do it, hey, this is where they got it from. So just to put that out there.
The way that I look at it
TFO.
is
TFO.
it's almost like a digital vinyl, right?
Hmm.
So you have a physical record, and you put it on a record player, you put the needle at the start of the record, and then you just let it play. And the only way that you can skip a song is if you pick the needle up and
Uh-huh.
you drop it on a different part of the record. That's the only way you
Right.
can skip it. And so now in the digital age, if you want to skip something, if you want to skip it on this project, you have to drag your finger across the slider that's going across your screen. You're like, oh, I want to go back.
Ah.
I want to go back. And so my thought process, this sort of happened by accident, but then I was like, wait, this is like a good accident. Um
Accidents
and
happen on purpose
and
sometimes.
and so in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. we're onto something here. So I'm like, wait, so because what are you missing in the digital era? You can go into whatever Apple Music,
Mhm.
Spotify, YouTube, like anything, and you could find a song and you could
Hmm.
listen. You're like, all right, cool, yeah. But what are you missing? Like 20 years ago, when you went to a record store, you grab the CD or
Right.
cassette, whatever you buy, you tear the plastic off, and then if you wanted to put it in your car or in your CD player or whatever, and you wanted to go to the next song, you had that like physical touch.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I was like, wait a minute, this might give the opportunity to have that physical touch back. Because if you do want to like play a certain song back, or you want to go to the next song or whatever, you physically have to touch the screen on whatever device that you're on, and you have to move it back and forth. And I was like, I think we might be onto something here. This might be like our signature almost. And I think it's pretty unique. I can't recall that I've seen anyone do this before. I'm not saying I pioneered this. I'm not saying I'm the first to ever do it. I just don't recall anyone else that's ever done it.
Facts.
Well, well, pioneering is a great happen sense to have. Like I said, some accidents are great for you to continue that kind of accident, especially when the outcome is good.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it may transpire into something where the parishioners have to take the opportunity to say, "Hey, I'm going to listen to this thing all the way through."
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that aspect because while I was writing, I'll give you my personal experience about it. While I was writing and just listening to it, the no skip method worked for me because it was a continuous flow. And for those who know me, I love to move organically. I don't like
Mhm.
the prerequisites. You know what I'm saying? Have a game plan, but even if the game plan don't work out according to
Right.
how you planned it out, it's okay.
Hmm.
Flow with the motion. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Just make sure that along the way that you don't get distracted by the distractions that caused you to be distracted. You know what I'm saying? Like acknowledge them, but saying, "Hey, I got the mission at board, and I'm going to continuously go through with that." And I think that speaks volumes for you as an artist to not necessarily have this in plan.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And even as the producer as well, you didn't have this plan,
Hmm.
but it somehow made sense. You know what I'm saying? uh when chaos is all around us and we get a chance to just peep at that small still voice that's speaking to us, and it's
Yeah.
like, hey, take that, use that.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's gonna be a masterpiece,
Yeah.
but we have to take that chance, that opportunity to say, hey, I ain't gonna give up
Yeah.
because it ain't work out how I wanted it to. We have to realize that there's certain things that don't necessarily need to be even done.
It's true.
We just got to go with the motion
That's
that
it.
we're in and the vein. And I'm so grateful that there was that it was done, honestly.
Yeah.
Because when I was riding to my destination, because I just came off a retreat, I listened to it several times over, and there was no skips. It literally flowed the way it needed to.
Did you get the
And
did, did you get the I don't even know what word I'm looking for, but the fact that it turned into like a story is almost how it's like you're reading a good book, right? Once you start reading that
absolutely,
book,
absolutely.
you don't want to put it down. And so I felt like having to hinder it, or if there was like a pause or
Mhm.
something, I feel like just that took away from it rather than just
Mm.
putting it on repeat. You can sit back and just relax and listen to it.
Yeah.
Right, right. And that's what I did. I told him, I said, hey, bro, as soon as you get it, send it over because I got this retreat coming up. And I know me personally. I've been on these retreats several times out. Shouts out to Amari Fox and the Slamalores team, because that's actually where I went, Wilmington, North Carolina. But when I travel, I like to just dive in
Yeah, yeah.
because I'm preparing myself for the newness that I know that is already coming towards me, but I'm actually going towards it as well. So he sent it on that day. And when I played, I think it was only like the first two. I was like, I texted him. I said, bro, I have so many questions right now. No, I said, I want to call you right now, but I'm not. Like, I'm holding back. Similar to the conversation that we had, I was like, I'm holding back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is powerful. And then I listened to it all the way through. And the things that he did based on the voicemails, based on the people coming in, and whether they knew it or not, that he needed their voice to be heard, whether they knew their voice needed to be heard to him. That's what I'm
Hmm.
saying.
Hmm.
let
Like
me
Hmm.
let me let me chime
that
in
was
on
so
that note,
okay.
because I
It was
don't
powerful.
think I don't think at least like when the rough version of the songs were being shared, I
Right.
don't think people knew that they were sending a voice note or a voicemail or whatever.
Right,
I don't necessarily think that was fully intended. Like those weren't rehearsed.
right,
Hmm.
right,
No,
And so
right.
no,
the
no.
thing about it was like that's just like the natural vibe, and I feel like those just tied in with the music, and that's why I keep going back to like this ended up being like a story almost.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so I think I mentioned the other day, we had talked the other day where I feel like you're in like a old like library,
Hmm.
with like wooden walls and like a book or something, and you're you're reading like a scripture or something.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And in my mind, I'm a very visual person with music. Like I see things when I listen to music. I see colors, um and so I get visuals when I hear things. And so basically I see almost like him being like a narrator, and then it pans over to like these different scenes in almost like different chapters of a story.
Mhm.
And then you got the voicemails coming in. It's almost like if you guys have seen like Vanilla Sky,
Yeah,
like
bro. Hmm.
where he keeps going in and out of dreams, and then he
Hmm.
gets to the point where
Hmm.
he's no longer dreaming anymore.
Well,
He doesn't know if he's in a dream or if he's not.
yeah.
This keeps going in and out like that, and that's kind of what I see when when I was putting this project together, and I was like, wait a minute, like there's like stories within stories.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
If
Yeah.
you're a visual person like me, like there's literally stories within stories, and somehow at the end they all tie back together.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Chris, floor is yours, man. Talk to us. Uh you've talking from beginning to middle. Give us your
Hmm.
ending.
Yeah. So I feel like from day shift to the lows and highs, as Eric had said earlier, we do natural disaster work. I've been doing that for
Natural
over
disaster work.
you know.
I'm gonna let it sizzle. I'm gonna let it sizzle a little bit.
So I've been doing that for 11 years now, which is which has been to me the ultimate sacrifice. I would have to say, it's been a wonderful journey because it required me to grow up and to be a man. But the ultimate sacrifice for my family missing moments that I won't ever get back, and um, having to raise children and through a phone or a device, it's been difficult. So the day shift is really what it is. Like I've been really grinding for uh 8+ years outside of my home and in South Carolina. Like, I was in New Mexico for 3 years. And that's one project. I've done over uh about 20 at this point. Ultimate sacrifice. And I want to really thank my family, for the unconditional love and understanding that, my work and the sacrifice was so they could be and have better opportunities and live with comfort. So it takes somebody to be uncomfortable. Like it's not, living on the road is not easy. Being away from your family is not easy. Your children, significant other. That's not easy. That's a very big sacrifice. So, and then leading up to the highs and the lows and highs is like that's a part of that. That's day shifts and lows and highs. Like that's what it is. Like it was like I said, creating it was so many different emotions, not just because of the time frame, but as a whole, as a collective. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I did not record for about 2 years. I recorded when I initially got to New Mexico, but I didn't record anything after that until with Eric, and I think that it came out exactly how it was supposed to come out. And I did want to take time, like I said, to filter it properly because I knew, I was hurt. I was going through stuff. I didn't want to just get on the mic and just, you know, say things that were destructive or, that didn't need to be said. I wanted it to be filtered in such a way that it was uplifting, it was transparent, it was honest, and it was real. So um, pretty much, and that's what you got. I think that into each voicemail, like we said, this wasn't premeditated. Like this is voicemails that was sent to me over the last several years. Like I mean, I'm talking about voicemails from like 5 years ago. Like what I'm saying, like 3 years ago. What I'm saying. So it's just what it was. You know, and I really, like I said, I wanted to sh- show these people that how thankful I was for them, you know what I mean, for pouring into me, and inspiring me, because I don't necessarily, for me personally, I don't necessarily look at things as bad things at this point. I look at things as, you know, things happen, but it's always for your greater good, whether it be bad
Oh,
or good. You know what I mean? If you can,
autonomy.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. If you can really digest the lesson of it,
Hmm. Hmm.
and take from it and apply it and utilize it, you actually become better. Instead of, complaining about it or sitting in it. What I mean? Like I think that's also a part of it too. So understanding
Absolutely
that
so.
certain things are not
Absolutely.
supposed to be just set with for forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would describe the end of it. Pretty much like a thank you letter almost too. You know what I'm saying? Um, to everybody that was a part of it on the voicemail, and you know any my brothers, you know what I'm saying, and the engineers and everybody. Like I've really taken time to like say and give gratitude and appreciation because, again, like I said, I it wouldn't be what it is if it had not been for the people who were on the CD, a part of it. You know what I mean? Like that's really all I can say. So
Absolute, absolute. So before we get off this line, we've been on already for X amount of time period. Uh, Let us know what's new for the both of you guys, you and you,
go ahead, E.
Mr. Eric.
Um, we got we have some new stuff in the works. I was actually mixing a new record that is probably going to be a part of the next project. Um, right before we got onto this. Um, aside from that, really just pushing the stuff that Gallop has, and then hopefully we can live up to this project again.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
This is gonna be a tough one to follow up. Like I'm honestly, I'm really proud of this project, and to have to follow this up is gonna be a tough task. Um, but I'm
Well,
down for it.
remember this. I'm gonna give you something that I tell the artists that I work with. If you take the first opportunity that you ever have to like showcase and broadcast and put yourself out there, and you remember that feeling that you had, right?
Mm,
When it was your very first time, the emotions behind it, the excitement behind it, the what if I mess up behind it? What
yeah,
if I straight light this on fire behind it?
yeah.
If you take that opportunity and apply it to all opportunities, your first time will never end.
That's powerful. That's
It
dope.
will it will always be.
That's
So
dope.
take that, even though this ain't even your first one, but this is your first one
Right.
that you did like this. You know what I'm saying? So if you take that ambiance, package it together, clothe yourself with it, you'll always have these. So
That's dope.
yeah,
That's
I
dope.
get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, Chris, what's up next? What's up next, man?
Man, so what we plan on doing with the EP is uh it, anything moving forward. We wanted to not just put out music because like I said it before, a lot of my art is abstract. It's not just surface level art where you can listen to it. I think this is the closest I've gotten
Hmm.
thus far where you can actually just listen to my music.
Okay.
Anything outside of this EP to me, uh, it needed visuals, and me and you spoke on this a few years ago. So I
Hmm.
want to continue
Hmm.
to actually push for that. So the plan is to continue to promote and market this, but also get some visuals in there. Like Eric has a dope idea of how the visual should go. He even
Hmm.
alluded
Hmm.
to it in this conversation, and I think that I want to build off of that to give people a a short film in so many
Right,
words.
right, right, right.
Uh, and outside of that, I mean, I'll be in this. I have a source article that'll be out here shortly.
Okay.
Um, I actually got invited to be on HB Heartbreak Radio. It's a syndicate radio station in Las Vegas, Nevada. I just got that opportunity today. So funk was actually played on that radio station, um,
Let's go.
on
Let's
iHeart.
go.
Yeah, today, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was that was a pretty dope experience. It was powerful. My oldest
Were you
actually
live
got
for
to
that?
tune in. I wasn't.
Uh,
I wasn't. I wasn't. I was actually working. I was on the day shift. So
ah, yep.
it was very difficult, but I did witness it. I even recorded it so I can put that out. And my daughter, she was tapped in for it, so she recorded it and she was excited about it. It was crazy.
Nice.
So yeah, I had that
See?
opportunity with that. So that's pretty dope. And then we've also discussed like installments of certain things. So
Hmm.
there'll be a goaded two, and there and also other titles of things because that's how me and him work. It's not just creating songs. Like we've created EPs, so to speak, right? And went down and created music to go and to coincide with a title. It you know what I mean? Like I don't just put out singles or albums at random. Even my mixtapes, they weren't at random. These was
Right, right,
books. You know what I mean?
right,
And I
right.
want to keep that consistent as far as my art is concerned. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And hope to do some shows. It's difficult trying to, what I'm saying, maneuver those on the road, but this is my first time on TikTok live, so we'll see how this goes. You know what I mean? I may do some performances on that, and just try to stay more engaged with the fans,
Okay.
and with people in general. I like that intimacy of being able to really, talk to people and,
Hmm.
witness or listen or, give them a kind word, So that's really what I got going on out here in these
Absolute,
streets, like we
absolute.
said, out here in these streets,
So
actually doing the good Lord work. You know
the
what I
good
mean?
Lord work, you know what I'm saying?
You
You
know?
feel?
So yeah,
So
but
before we time all the way out, get my colors right. I would love for you guys both to. I guess my voice is changing those. Um, there we go. I would love for you guys to both shout out your social medias, where people can reach you at. Give the due diligence so that they can do their due diligence. You know what I'm saying?
You're the
um,
man of the
Whoever.
hour.
all right, well, you can Google Christopher Gallop for pretty much all of my socials. But at this
Hmm.
point, I've tried to make it cohesive and uniform across all platforms, and it'd be Christ Gallop. That's the handle at Christ Gallop. You can Instagram, TikTok, SoundCloud. If you're looking on iTunes and Spotify, you would look up Christopher Gallop would be the keyword search. Um, yeah.
Ready? Already.
And
Mr. Eric,
mine's just at Eric Iverson Music on Instagram. It's on the nameplate
you
down
gotta
there
play it.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what direction
Yeah.
I'm going.
Look,
Um
if your finger's pointing in the opposite direction, just go the other way.
it's backwards. Um but no, I still see the homie NorCal Al. Um
Man,
cheers to Al. We have some stuff in the works with him.
are you
Um
crazy?
Al, you crazy. Cheers, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Absolute, absolute. And once again, this is your man's Mr. Kevin Mullins. I rep the most high. We are done with our episode 30 Uncommon Report podcast. Please chime in. Let people know where you got your first start and where you began here at the Uncommon Report podcast. We out. And as always, common ground is growing up one mic at a time. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Continue.
Cheers.